Hey guys, Ken Davis here from Acme Tools. Today I've got the DeWalt 25-foot XP tape measure with me, and we're bringing to you another edition of Tool Torture. So for our first test here, we're going to go ahead and give the standout ability on this tape measure test. Now they have it listed at 13 feet. We're going to see if we can get it to that. "12 feet. And there I'm actually at about 13.2. Now let's see how much I can back off before it actually starts to crumble on me. So right about there, 13 feet. I'd say that proves the standout pretty darn well. So now that you've seen us test the standout on this tape, the next thing we're going to test is the impact resistant case. Now DeWalt rates this for a 60-foot drop. I'm on a 6-foot ladder and about 6 foot tall. We're going to get a 12-foot drop out of it and see how it stands up. So we can see that the tape held up pretty darn good to about a 12-foot drop. There's just one cosmetic nick in the front here, but we're going to take it up a notch and move to the 6-foot ladder and see how it holds up to that. So now that we're on the 6-foot ladder, and with me standing at about 6 feet, we're going to get as much drop out of this as we can. So we'll be at about 13 feet here. Let's see how it stands up. After that 13-foot drop, there's again no damage, just purely a little bit of cosmetic scratches on this. This impact resistant case has held up fantastically. To me, this is a normal work day, and as we can see, the tape still functions just beautifully. We're actually going to test the blade itself now. I've got some 80 grit sandpaper on this sander here, and for the first 9 inches, DeWalt's put a heavy-duty thermoplastic coating on here to prevent blade breakage. From there up, they put their toughest coating yet to prevent rust. We're going to sand both portions of the tape and see what kind of abuse it can take. So after sanding with the 80 grit paper, we can see that the 0 to 9 inches held up extremely well, and after that, the coating is still on. You can see all your numbers very well. We've got the DeWalt 25-foot tape measure hooked up to the back of this golf cart here. Now we're going to test two things. We're going to test the strength of the case, and we're going to test the strength of the hook right here. We got it wired up. We're going to give it a drag and see what it does. So after taking the tape measure for a ride up and down our alley here, you can see that we have a little bit of cosmetic scraping on the front and back side of the tape measure, but our hook's still hanging on nice and strong, and we still have full functionality of the tape measure itself. So we're out here at the beautiful Grand Forks Country Club. We've got our tape measure and we've got our 7-iron. We're going to put this tape measure to one last test. So you can see we hit this with our 7-iron, went about 30 yards. Now we have a small dent on the front of the tape measure, but the housing is intact. The function of the tape is still 100% clean, and boy was that incredible. Overall, this is a fantastic and tough tool. Highly recommend it for your toolbox. Thanks for watching with us today, guys. I'm Ken Davis from Acme Tools. Thanks for being part of our tool torture, and remember, always do your best work.